Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday. I hope you're all planning a fantastic day, staying tuned to see what we're going to have on the show, because obviously you don't want to go out there. It's been snowing, it's been raining. Well, certainly where we have, it was horrendous snow yesterday, quite icy on the road. So might as well stay in, have a nice cup of tea and watch us on the show today. We've got loads and loads for you today. But before we get started, I do need to let you into a little bit of a secret. So keep this to yourselves, because it's only you that are watching today that are going to find out about this. We're giving you 10% off everything. No minimum spend, and you just use one-time use. You just use CTV Secret 10. So it's a secret. It's only for today, only until midnight tonight, single use, and it's going to give you 10%. So do take full advantage of that. And of course, on the website, we've got loads and loads of deals. So National Craft Month, we've got 10% off all Geminis. So you could use that 10% and your extra 10% on that. There's lots of other deals on there for you as well. So do take advantage of that. There might be some things you see on the shows today. As I say, we've got lots of really good deals that we'll go through throughout the day. But do take into consideration whatever you want to buy, you want to use CTV Secret 10 to get your 10% off. It's well worth doing, and we always like to give you a little bit of extra, don't we? Do message in and let us know if you've got any questions about any of the things we've got today. Maybe we've got Debbie here today, so she's going to be showing us a few bits and things later on. Maybe you may have some people that are watching that are about to start sewing. We've got a big sewing show coming on next week, and we've got a quilting show. And I did get a few messages from people this week who told me they're just starting on their sewing journey. So if you've got any sewing questions, you can always send those in to me. I might not be able to answer them, but I'll certainly be able to find out a way of finding out what the answer is. Lots of people messaging in to say hello. We have got, let's have a look. We've got Thea saying, hi everybody, hand waving, pink waving hand. I think you possibly, no, that's not come out quite the way it should be, but hello. We've got New Expressions by Candy. Greetings to my fellow crafty peeps, an amazing host and crew from CCTV. Christine Mahoney says, good morning, everyone, and happy Saturday. Christine, thank you so much for that post you put up. I think it was yesterday, with all those fantastic pictures, all of us, and the make you made, and all the comments we've seen on there. We do really appreciate everybody that watches us, and we do hope that you enjoy all the shows. We've got Anne saying good morning from Texas. Sarah Brown says, hello, all my crafty friends, sending you all hugs from Melbourne, Australia. Lots and lots of people messaging in. I'm not on my own. I do have the wonderful Debbie here today. Good morning, Debbie.
Good morning, Becky. It's going to be a great weekend.
It will be. We've both got big hair this morning.
Big hair. Big hairs on today. Yeah, absolutely. So blonde and beautiful this morning. Yes, absolutely. And do you know what, Becky? We've got such a great day lined up, because we've got the creator card, which I absolutely love. Now, you know, we've been calling them simple creator cards, but actually they're so much more than simple, and we've got a beautiful craft along with them later. I'll show you that in a second. But these are the sort of makes that our design team have been making. They are absolutely gorgeous. I love this one. It's like that stained glass window. I also love this one. I think if you was to fill the gaps, they look like a string of Christmas lights, so you could use that for your Christmas makes. Shaker cards, always a great one to do. Then later on, we have an edgeable masterclass. I love a masterclass because it takes us through basics right through to advanced, just being able to create so many different looks. So we've got these modern edgeables with us, which are absolutely beautiful. But if you want a sentiment, we've got these large sentiment edgeables, which are absolutely outstanding. I just love them. I think they're beautiful. I'm really shocked that we've still got some of these in. They make the most amazing cards. And then we've got sort of all different edgeables really on them. So I'll just show you one more, and then I'm going to bring this one in. So this card here is like my double domed card. So it's got all the way around here. So you can see we're using the beautiful Say It With Flowers papers. But although it's quite a bendy card, you can see it's got loads of dimension in there. It folds quite flat as well. So you can see it's quite a flat card. We've done one side, this side, a little shaker element. So it gives something different. And this one one, we're doing a little bit of paper piecing as well. And I believe we've got the amazing Gareth crafting along with us today, which I'm really excited to put a name to the face. So it'll be a great day.
Brilliant. I'm looking forward to that. I love that 3-dimensional card. It's quite nice to have something that, normally when you have 3 dimensions, it's quite difficult to send it, isn't it? You have to build a box, but that's quite nice. We do have some fantastic deals, as I said to you. The first one we've got here is Illustrator 36-piece box. This is a saving of over 20%. £55 or $85. Your platinum price is £44 or $68. Illustrators are a pen that I haven't actually got a chance to use yet, so this is probably just something I might just be popping in my pocket for later on. Shh, don't tell anybody about that. And do remember to use your CTV Secret 10 to get your 10% discount. Again, it's only valid until 12 o'clock today. But this morning we're going to be playing our crafts right, and we've got a brand new game which I'm really looking forward to. It's called Where's Craig? So if you've ever watched or had a go with Where's Wally, or I think it's Where's Waldo, is he underneath the counter? He quite often is underneath the counter. He might be very quiet if he's doing that.
I've never heard of this game.
Oh, no, do you not seen those books, like Where's Wally books?
Yeah, but I've never heard of Where's Craig. That's the first I've heard of this game this morning.
Oh, yeah, Where's Craig? So this is going to be a bit of a challenge.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to this. This should be quite a good one. I do hope he's dressing up in a crazy outfit as well, like Where's, because in America they're called Where's Waldo.
Where's Waldo?
Not Where's Wally, because I think Wally is used as it's not a well-known name, I don't know, or maybe it's a bit of a weird name, who knows. But looking forward to that game a little bit later on. So today on Play Crafts, we're going to have lots of information about all these creator cards, and these are really great for people that are just getting started on their sort of crafting journey, aren't they? Because,
so much.
I just bought my mum a Gemini last week. And I thought, actually, this would be really good for her to get started on her crafty journey on all the different things that she could be making. So if I show you the boards, these are the dies that you're going to be getting in this collection. If they've got, you can see here, you've got the die here, and then a cut out in black, and then also cut out in black and white. So you've got lots of elements in here, and the idea is that this one item, perhaps with a couple of sentiments, is going to help you create your card. So this is your Rose Garden. Your next one is your Dainty Doodles, which is the one that you said looks like strings of lights, doesn't it?
Yeah.
This one is Timeless Foliage. Then we've got Fancy Floral. We also have the Pretty Petals, very pretty. And this one is your traditional tiles. So you're saving over 30% on this, £67.96, $79.80, or your platinum price is £54.37 or £63.85, 84 rather, or you can get any 2 for £30, so definitely worth popping them in your basket. So what are you going to show us with these?
Right, first of all, let's look at a few more samples in depth to show you the sorts of designs that you've got. Now, Crafters Companion do the amazing creator card dies. We're years into these, I think maybe 5 or 6 years into creator cards, and they are just incredible. So making a topper like this to create your card, you can die cut them straight into a piece of card. You can use your centerpiece to make that sort of shaker element. Paper piecing, they really lend themselves to, but also colouring in the background. But what about cutting one out and using it as a stencil on the front of your card?
Oh, that looks really good.
Isn't it beautiful?
Yeah.
So that's why our creator cards have proven so popular, because there are so many things that you can be doing with them. So let's start with that Rose Garden. Makes you want to sing, doesn't it? I never promised you a rose garden. Have a bit of singing on a Saturday.
I think it's going to be like this.
We should have a Saturday sing-along.
We should do. Maybe it should be a sing-along show with a little bouncing ball that you used to have on the TV shows.
That would be amazing. We could get everyone. Tracy would be up for coming in to sing.
Yeah, I'm sure
George
she would.
And Jamie would be up. She's nodding yes. Right, now, what I've done with this first one is I've created what we call a concept card. A concept can be any shape of card. I want to do a diorama, so I've done this 11 inches by 7, and I've come in at 2 1/4 inches and 3, I think 3 1/4 inches. Let me just double check. Sorry, 2 1/4 and 3 inches. So you can see it's just got that small gap there, because I don't want to make it too thick. And I've done exactly the same, turn it over and then do the same on the other side. And then my last piece of card, let's bring that piece in for you so I can give you all the measurements at once. I've done this 10 inches by 7 inches, so you can see it's smaller. And the reason being is I took those 3/4 of an inch on each side and took that off my card. So when we come to placing this stick in it, one place down and one place down there, it gives us this square front.
Yep.
So always make sure you do, you can do it both ways. You can create this as identical piece and then you put that on the back and then stick them together. But I quite like the idea of having that back slant that's laid flat. And then that way that still can bend over so you've got a flat card. So what we are going to do, because we've now got that measurement, I'm going to take my inside creator card. Now what I love about these ones, and I think we've done very well and very different, is we've created the creator card where it only cuts through into the centre of our card, but we've also put the matter layer. So if you wanted to cut this out again, or cut both out, so you could cut that out as a panel, but if you just wanted to use a matte and layer behind, you could just cut this out. The other thing we've done, and we've not done before, Becky, we've put a stitched edge inside here as well, so it just elevates it to another level. We've also put some stitched edge nesting dies in there as well for you.
Try saying that after a couple of drinks.
Absolutely. It's a tough one, that one. Now I'm just going to grab myself some low-tack tape and we are just going to tape this to the inside. Now I know that this bit in the centre, my heart, is going to come out, so I'm going to actually stick my inside piece to the inside, so it doesn't matter if it takes away that cardstock, because the power of our Gemini, it means that when you put sticky tape, even though it's low tack tape through the Gemini, it actually embeds it a little bit into the card. The other way around that is to just put it on your clothing, so you can take a little bit of the stick off and then it won't get so embedded into your cardstock. But if it's on a piece that's going to be cut out, I wouldn't worry too much at all. So we're passing that through the Gemini. Now, because we're using the Gemini, the pressure is just brilliant for these dies and will cut in one pass. If you're using any other die cutting machine, just refer to your user manual and it will tell you what you need platform-wise for your just regular cutting plates. So let's just take that one out. So then what we're going to do is we're going to place that middle one into the centre. Now you could do this all in one go, so let's just pop that into there, but I'm going to do it, I've just done it separately, so I know that my dies won't slip. And then again we're going to pop that down, pop that through, and that will die cut that middle section out, like so. Then what I want to do is I'm going to cut it out again in a black piece of card. So all you're going to do is take your black piece of card. This piece is 5 1/4 by 6 1/4. Place that into the middle like so, and then that will die cut. Again, putting that middle die in, that will die cut us out a frame. Now the reason I've done that is because I like to create what I class as a shadow behind the white. And all that does, Becky, it makes it pop a little bit more. So let's take those ones out. Do you miss, because you have done paper crafting quite a lot, haven't you, Becky? Do you miss paper crafting?
I do.
Only because predominantly you're sewing.
Yeah, and I think, so I had to make a card for my daughter because she was 21 and it would have been horrible for me not to make a card. But it took me a really long time because it's almost like, do you remember Wurzel Gummidge? And when he was concentrating on things, he was like the big scarecrow. He'd have to take off his head and put another head on. So he'd have like his sensible head or his educated head, and he'd change them. And I always have to take my sewing head off and put my papercraft head on to try and remember what I'm doing. So it was, and I also have to clear everything that's all around me and start all over again. Otherwise, there's just fabric on top of card, on top of Geminis, on top of sewing machines. But I really do enjoy doing a little bit of papercraft, and I spent far too long on the cards that I was making for my daughter the other day, because I made about 6. Because I couldn't really decide which one I wanted to do.
Oh, so you made her birthday card?
Oh, I couldn't. I made her card and I made her cake.
Oh, that's nice.
And then we went out to a kitten cafe. Not where you could eat cats, but where they weren't serving cats. But you can have afternoon tea with cats, with kittens.
No.
Yeah. So I loved it. My mum did not enjoy it at all.
Oh, I would have loved it. In fact, we're hoping to move soon, and we want to get a cat.
Well, these are all rehomable cats. So you can't, I did say, should I bring a really big bag in with me? Because we were in the kitten room. Because I reckoned I could fit 3 or 4 kittens in the bag and take them out with me. But they were a bit funny about that. They didn't want me to just sneak off with the cats.
Well, no, they have to make sure they're going to a good
proper home. But
they?
yeah, you can play with the cats and the kittens, and then you can then apply to rehome them.
I love that.
Which
Where
is quite cute.
this?
I like that. It was in Westfield in London, but they've got them all over. It's called Java's Whiskers. So if anyone's in London today and wants to pop in, do go. It's definitely worth it. And their cakes were really good as well. But yeah, they're
I want to do that. I didn't even know they had such a thing.
There's quite a few of them opening up. But I said to my mum, I said, they're a big thing. And my mum's like this. Sorry, Mum, I know you're watching. But she was not interested in the whole cat thing. And I said, oh, actually, they're opening all sorts of different ones. They've got one in London where you've got a snake room and a spider room.
Oh, no, now that I couldn't do that.
No, I'm making it up. But my mum, she was like, oh, I don't like that idea. But I said it was total, seriousness. And she was like, who would choose to do that? Who would choose to play with a snake while you're eating a cream cake? No one. No one.
I would have believed you as well. Yeah, adopt a tarantula. No, thank you.
It's not quite the same thing, but the kittens are pretty good.
Oh, I love that idea. I can't even believe there's a place to do that. And you can adopt them.
You can adopt them. But I have to tell you the best thing, which I thought was hilarious, they have a kitten room and a cat room. And I said, what happens in the evening? Do you just leave them here? And she said, oh, yes, they've got their litter boxes and they've got beds and everything, so they're just left there. And I said, they have a little bit of a party. And she said, well, actually, a few weeks ago, the cats broke into the cupboard that had the catnip in it, and they had a catnip party. So if you're not a cat lover, you don't know about catnip. It's a kind of herb that they just makes them stoned, I think. And she said they came in the morning, and the cats are just like like this, and they just couldn't do anything. And they had to say to all the people that come in to play with the cats, they're not really going to be into it today. They they've had a heavy night.
I thought catnip was something you put in the litter trays.
No. Oh, God, don't know.
I genuinely thought that, because I thought that's what enticed them then to go in the litter trays and do their...
I think if they went in the litter tray, it was in the litter tray, they'd be rolling in it. So they often have it inside their cat toys, and that's why they play with them so much. But there's a few videos of a couple of cats, and someone's opening a pack of catnip, and the cat is just like, no way would it let the cat... the catnip be taken away. It was just desperate for it. It was,
Oh, I never knew that. It's a good job. I need to find out. I haven't had a cat for years. I've always been a dog person, but we are thinking about a cat. Really doesn't a dog. I don't think we've got time for a dog, but a cat we have. I would absolutely love a cat. But
definitely worth having.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing. Now having lunch with the cats.
Yeah, I know, it was good. It was good. Well, as I say, my mum wouldn't say it was good. She would say it was one of her worst experiences.
Does she not like cats then?
No, I shouldn't have bought her in hindsight, really. You've got to like cats.
Yeah, you've got to like cats, absolutely. Yeah. Oh, I love that. Yeah, you need to give me the details, and I need to.
But not for the
places.
snake cafe. That was my new way of my new enterprise, snake cafe and tarantula cafe. I don't think they're going to be quite the...
No, I don't think... But you say that, they probably would. I suppose that, there's people that love that, isn't there? Yeah. But not... Yeah, I'm not... I don't mind spiders, actually. I wouldn't mind the tarantulas.
Ooh, no, I couldn't
not
do that.
Spiders, but I couldn't... I don't like snakes at all. Not at all. Right, so all I'm doing is popping that on. Now, I've done one end here. All you've seen me doing, Becky, while we were talking, is just mat and layering. So what I would say is when you get your outside cutting edge here, just cut that through your outside piece of card. So if you've got a piece of card like this, layer that up to where you want it, die cut that out, and that creates your actual frame for going round the outside. And then we've just done our layers to fit in with our panels. And then I've got my piece of card for the insides. I haven't put that on yet because I want to make sure I put that in the right place. So when I place that on there, I know that that is going to be right inside my card. So let's put, that's why I've just done one edge to start with.
And is that the wisteria collection that you've got there?
This was the dancing dragonflies, this one, yes. Very similar to the wisteria, but yes, this is got the dragonflies in it. So beautiful, absolutely beautiful designs, these papers. And then all we're going to do then, once I've done that, and then I've got some extra elements. So let me just bring these in. Again, using from the Dancing Dragonflies, I've just used gold cardstock and black, and I've just matte and layered some of those dragonflies. So you'll find that in your collection. But the great thing about this, Becky, you can use whatever you want in this collection to decorate. Sorry, not from the collection, from any collection that you've got to decorate. And all I want to do is I want to put that in the middle, but I'm going to put it, because that's a small one, we can layer that up inside once we've put the front on. Okay. So just sort of be mindful of where you want to stick and what you want to stick first. Obviously I want to do those papers first, so I know I get them lined up in the centre. And then I can bring this one round, and we're going to pop this to the opposite side. So just stick in that one down like so. And then because that, even though that's standing up, so we can see that standing up like that, we can then, that will still flatten to the side. So you have quite a flat card, or the opposite side. So you can flatten that down. And then all we're going to do now is I'm just going to bring in some foam pads, if I can find some, yep. And then we'll pop that in the centre, inside there. So I'm going to put that right in the centre, line that up. And then we're going to use our butterfly, or dragonfly should I say, in there.
And will the card fold flat when you want to send it?
Yes, absolutely. Depending on what, so inside I've put a foam pad. If you don't put a foam pad, as you fold that, can you see it folds all flat? Okay. So you can post that. So you'd need, I would be mindful what envelope size you want to send. If you want to do a 5x7 or a A5 size card, and you want an A5 size envelope, just do your card to that size. And all you want to know is that background piece of card that you've done is the size of your envelope, and then that will all fit in there beautifully. So we've popped that in, and then I've just got a couple of extra things to stick down. So I'm going to pop my black one just behind my white heart. So this is just our nesting dies that come with this collection. So what we've took out of those two, I thought we wouldn't waste them. And then all I'm going to do is pop that to the side of my card here. And then we've got just some extra embellishments. I've got my love here sentiment, and we've kept that colour tone all the way through. I've cut my love out of that same papers. Yeah. And then all we're going to do is pop our bow on, and that couple of dragonflies to finish. So there's my bow, and then we've got our dragonflies. Just popping them on the back, and all I'm doing is putting the dotty tape pen down the bodies, so that way they've still got that movability. So let's pop one, let's have one going that way, and then we'll have this other one at the side, like so. And there we go. There's our beautiful creator card in the centre of there. And like I say, any collection that you've got, any papers in your stash are going to work really well with that.
That's absolutely beautiful. It reminds me of dairy milk chocolates in those beautiful colours, those little Cadbury's colours. Yeah, absolutely. Really, really nice. So this is our creator card collection. This first one is your rose garden. Go on, sing. I never promised you a rose garden. So this is what you just seen Debbie use just now. The next one is your Dainty Doodles. I haven't got a song for that one. But as Debbie was saying, this would really lend itself to being sort of strings of lights, or even, you know, sort of little embellishments of flowers on there, looking a little bit like vines maybe. Next one we have is your timeless foliage on here. Then you've got your fancy florals. Then you have your pretty petals. And then finally, you've got your traditional tiles. So this is £67.96, $79.80. Your platinum price is £54.37 or $63.84. Now, we also have some really gorgeous luxury cardstock over here. I mean, it is absolutely stunning. And the cardstock we do have is fantastic. So I'll show you here. This is your, I've got purple first of all. Is that all right? Can I go purple? I've got purple on this one. Oh. So you've got your you've got your sort of almost your mirror card here. You've also got this, it's kind of a satin finish kind of cardstock here, and then you've got your glitter. But the glitter that we have is completely encapsulated, so when I'm sort of rubbing my hands over it, you're not going to get all the glitter coming off. It's not that kind of what I call crunchy glitter card. You know, sometimes it's quite difficult to cut through, and this is much, much better. So this one is your purple. We've also got Carnival collection, which has got all of these beautiful colours. So purples, golds, coppers, blues, greens, 35% off on all of these, so absolutely beautiful. We also have your precious metals here. So you've got lots of different purples, got lots of different silvers and golds here. Really, really beautiful. And you're going to use these for all different types of cards. I always think of, you know, initially you think of gold for Christmas, don't you? But actually I think it's really lovely for anniversaries and things like that. So your price is £20.40 at your platinum price, or $24.40. Other prices, £25.50 or $30.50. So definitely worth doing. 90 sheets you're going to be getting here. So there's 3 card packs. Again, remember you've got your CTV Secret 10, which will give you 10% off until midnight as well. Another deal we have is our Gemini. So this is, I think I've got all the Geminis now, which I think we all have, but the Gemini MIDI I think is really, really handy. I used this a lot when I was doing flowers for Christmas, you know, out of flower forming foam, as whilst I was running other things through my actual card machine, my Gemini. So this is your MIDI, this is your manual one. This is £59.49 or $76.46. Platinum price is £47.59 or $61.17. Remember to use your 10% code if you're going to be doing that today. And you're also getting 100 bonus points with this as well, so definitely worth having. This is like your super portable one, will fit in a large handbag, I reckon, a tote bag if you've got one of those, and you can take it travelling with you to the shops maybe. Maybe you have a burning desire in a coffee shop whilst you're looking at cats to do a little bit with die cutting. You never know, who knows? Takes all sorts. Right, we're going to get started with the game. So we're going to have the first round. Have you got your board? Yes. Yep.
Do you have a wiper?
I don't have a wiper. Thank you. Oh, I just use my hands normally.
You
so I can be a little bit cleaner today. Give this a bit of a wipe down. So the game we're playing today is Where's Craig? So a little bit like Where's Waldo or Where's Wally if you're in the UK. I'm going to be Team Facebook. I'll write it up there because I always forget.
YouTube.
No, I want to win. I'm not
very good when I'm doing Facebook, so I'm hoping I've got it for you, YouTube.
So hopefully everybody is got your eyes poised. You've got your glasses on, which I haven't done yet, so I might not be able to see where Craig is at all. But let's get started with the first round. So 10 seconds.
Oh, only 10 seconds. Oh.
Okay, 10 seconds for us to find Craig. So let's go. Right, where's Craig? Yeah.
Did you see him? I didn't see him.
No, I didn't.
Well, I'm just going to put anything.
No, I couldn't see him at all. I need my glasses on. Right, okay. Ready to turn around? I'm just guessing on this one.
Yeah, I'm just guessing.
Okay, I said behind the cushion.
I put under the settee. Didn't have a clue.
He was right.
That's hard.
Yeah. Where?
Oh my goodness, I can't see that. I'm going to have to come round because I can't. Yeah, I'm going to have to get closer.
It's a photo of Craig. I'm actually looking for Craig. Right. Okay. Right. I think I'm going to have to move closer to the.
Dearie me.
That was good. If anyone got that, well done, because that was a toughie. That was a toughie.
Right. I'm going to come round because I need to be closer. Am I okay? Here we go.
We've only got 10 seconds, haven't we?
I'm going to come here. Yeah. Let's just come closer. It still might not do us any good.
Hello. Okay. Right. Next round. Oh. Oh God, that's tough. I don't think I'm going to do very well today.
Right,
Okay.
I've got what I think.
Yeah.
What have you put then, Becky?
I've put, he's inside the lantern.
He is inside the lantern, yes.
Yay! That's tough.
That is hard.
Even
John's
that close, I can barely see.
There. I can see it's John's little cheeky face coming through.
John's quite distracting, isn't he?
Very distracting. I mean, they could have got someone that's not as like John.
Next time, can we have Brad Pitt in the foreground, actually in the studio, and we'll find out where Craig is. Right, next one. What's that film where they shrink everybody? Not Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. No, the one where it's got Matt Damon in it, and they make everyone smaller.
Oh yeah,
that looks like that's what's happened, isn't it?
Or something like that. Yes.
Okay, ready? I've said behind the racking. What have you put?
Well, I put behind the third racking.
Oh, very precise.
Yeah, but it's fine. It's behind the rack.
Well done, everybody.
That's very funny.
He's like Pocket Craig, isn't he?
Well,
yeah, maybe we need
instead of the Scotty Hottie, the Pocket Rocket.
Yeah. Yeah, we could do a Pocket Rocket.
Sorry, Craig. You're now just going to be the Pocket Rocket from now on. The Scotty Pocket Rocket. Oh, that's a mouthful.
A hot pocket, it sounded like then.
How many more have we got? 2 more.
Right, next one.
I can't believe you keep going back behind the counter to write. You'll get your steps in today, Becky.
I've said in the plant pot.
In the plant pot.
Oh, I think we need to make little Craig dolls for Christmas.
Oh, can you imagine?
Yeah.
Well, Ben got his own joke book. Perhaps
Yeah.
everyone needs a Craig Pocket Rocket.
Why are there not posable dolls of all of us? That's what we should suggest. Right. Okay.
Oh no, all I'm thinking is voodoo dolls now.
Okay, next one.
Be a pokey tool. I can't do that craft right.
Oh God, my makeup's running now. Oh dear. Right. Next one.
Oh dear. Are you getting them right at home? Look at John's face. How are we doing? Is people getting these right as well, I take it?
Oh, I do hope people are enjoying this as much as we are. Oh dear. Oh. I haven't brought any tissues with me, but my makeup's running all day. Right,
use your one that you're wiping, although you might get black on your face.
Black all over my face.
Don't do that.
Right, I've put in the cup.
In the cup.
In the cup. That was a really good one. Excellent. Well done, everybody.
Draw. It's a draw.
Oh. Fantastic. I do hope you've enjoyed that. That is great. Now, we're gonna have a quick break so I can go and get some tissues and redo my mascara. But that was a great game. So we've got another round of that. Hopefully you all did very well. And we'll see you in a couple of moments. We're going to have a quick break now.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook. where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. So, join our family of craft experts with live tutorials and demonstrations every day. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products here on Crafters TV. Get creative and craft along with our amazing deals. Your next craft project is only a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week or watch on catch up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook or our YouTube channel. You can chat to us, craft along and meet new friends in our online crafting community.
You entertain us, you give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
You all had time with each other! You're not through to boot camp. Get off!
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. So, stop what you're doing and enjoy the fun here on Crafters TV.
I have to tell you, every single person works tirelessly behind the scenes, and I can't just give a shout out to one person, because for me it has to be John, Tracy and Jake.
Going to give a shout out to our backstage hero, and I'm actually going to say heroes. It has got to be our product coordination team. It's got to be.
Because without those three people, when we're on air, we wouldn't be able to function like we do. They make sure we have everything we need, right from the samples to the product to having a drink of water throughout the show. They really look after us.
You see us day in, day out, 7 days a week, live on TV. We're crafting away. We're hopefully inspiring you. Every single card, every single product, every single tool that we touch has come from product coordination. Those guys are the unsung hero. They're there making sure we have the products, we have the inks, we have the tools, we have everything that we need. We have the power to actually work our Gemini ranges. The smooth running of behind the scenes of Crafters TV is all down to our product coordination team.
Hello everybody, welcome back. I've got my tissue because I think I'm probably going to cry a little bit more with laughter in the next round. So I've actually brought the box of tissues with me just in case. Now I laughed so much I forgot to ask any of the questions that were coming in, but everyone seemed to enjoy that game. Robbie says, are the two circle dies in these sets the same size or are they different? I'm just looking at the back of these. So we've got there's sort of 3 different shapes in each one, aren't there? Yep. And they do all vary in size, although we do have 2 sets are circular. I think in the break we might have a quick look at those and just see if they're exactly the same size. So that is Special Friend and Sending Love. We've got circle ones in there.
Yeah, I haven't got all of them. I've got the, I have the Timeless Foliage one. So I can measure those and then, yeah, we can have a look at the other ones. They are probably similar sizes, but I'm not 100% sure. We'll have a look.
Yeah, I'll
tell you what I do now, Becky. Let's grab that one off the front one.
This one?
No, the front. That's the one. Yeah. And then I'll check for you.
Lovely, thank you very much. Lots of people enjoying this. Anne says, early morning laughter is such a great way to start the morning. It definitely is. Beth says it's a fun game. Anne says, so funny, I couldn't nearly see for laughing. Lynn Harvey says, we definitely need bobbleheads made of the team. I definitely buy them.
Oh,
that'd be quite nice.
I love that.
Yeah, that'd be a really good idea.
We could have a different bobblehead a day. That would keep me so entertained while I was driving up the motorway.
What, having them on the dashboard as you're driving along?
I
the
love
whole
that that idea.
Yeah, I
Yes.
quite like that idea. We'll have to get that all organised.
So they're identical.
They're identical.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's brilliant. So they are identical. What was the other question I had? There were a couple of comments, people saying, Sean says, those dies would be great for masculine cards. The Rose Garden would work beautifully with the Rose Gold collection. You're absolutely right. And quite often masculine cards are quite a difficult thing to work out what you've got in your stash. We always go for florals, don't we? So it's quite tricky.
Yeah, really nice. And especially you've got the leaf one there. You've got the one that's, it reminds me of the Roaring Twenties collection.
Oh, yes.
So I think there's a lot in there, you're right, that can be used as masculine cards. And yeah, they're notoriously quite difficult to do.
They are, yeah, absolutely. So we had earlier on, we had some of those Centura Pearl collections. Actually, one of them is sold out, which is the Precious Metals. But we do still have the Carnival and the it's Carnival one that's gone, and so you've only got the Precious Metals one left. But do have a look at the website for that. So it's $20 or £20 or $24. Do remember you've also got your 10% off using CTV Secret 10, and that's valid up until midnight tonight. The other thing we're going to look at today are our everyday words, which is here. This is a really amazing deal that we've got. These are beautiful, really, really handy for making that really sort of striking card. These are your happy birthday. Then we have just for you. Ooh. Ooh, big nails. Whoops, that one. And then we've got on your special day. This one is your special friend. We have all my love. And congrats, you did it.
All my love for you.
And congratulations, well, sort of. Congratulations, you did it. This also comes with a pack of gold. Is it Solar Gold? Yeah, Solar Gold Centura Pearl. This price is £24 at $24. Platinum price is £16 or $19.20. So you're getting the card and you're getting all of those dies as well. 75% saving, that's a huge saving. Wow. Plus your 10% using your CTV Special 10. And so you're really going to be saving loads of money on that. And what are you going to be doing with this one, Debbie?
I'm just going to find some samples first of all, because you have to see all the sorts of things that these can do because they're so pretty. I really can't believe we've still got some of these in stock, because for me, I think these were some of the best edgeables that we ever did, or done, because they're still here. But I love the idea that you can create a panel, stick it to the front of your card and have something so different. They're also what I call as a three-way die, because you die cut them, you can emboss them, and you can stencil through them as well. So there's so much versatility on these. I mean, look at that. It's just absolutely gorgeous. The simplicity of these. And what about using a couple on there? Look at this one with our stepper card.
Ooh.
We've got the step, it's on 2 different steps, but how absolutely beautiful is that card? I mean, your wedding stationery is going to look amazing with these. Your wedding cards, your anniversary cards, that is so pretty. Look how lovely that is. Absolutely beautiful. And you can see where the special is, that pink through, that is the stenciling through. What about paper piece in the bottom piece? Look how lovely that card is, isn't it? I mean, honestly,
really nice.
If you've not got these dies, look at that price. £20 for all of these is incredible. They are so versatile in the types of different concepts that you can use them on, and you're just going to be using them time and time again, whether it be on your main focal point, your card, whether it's to use inside your card. Look at this one. I mean, look how special would someone feel getting a card like that on their day. It's just amazing. And then again, using it in a different way on the front of that Z Fold card. I absolutely
really cool.
love
I like
that one. So lovely. Yes, so I just wanted to show you some samples. Right, now I'm going to take a piece of that Solar Gold card. This card, look at this. I mean, it is absolutely stunning. Anyone that knows us at Crafters Companion, we have been doing Centura Pearl, I would say at least 10 years plus. In fact, it's got to be more than 10 years, I think. And we've worked with the same company, and the reason we sell it and the reason we have so many different card colours is because it sells time and time again. You know, it's flawless, it's beautiful cardstock to work with, it's a really good weight. I've got a card, so I've trimmed my card down to 10 inches by 6 inches, and then my die, if I turn this over, it's not got a cutting edge right on these points. Those points there are to guide you so you get a straight line. line. And then it has a cutting edge that goes all the way over, and then all this detail stays into your cardstock. So the first thing I want to do is I've just put myself, I think we can just move that so you can see. I've just put 2 little notches on each side, and how I did that, let me just bring in my board just so you can see in case there's any beginner crafters. I took my black line down the middle, and then I've put in so I know that this is my 5-inch mark, but I wanted to just pop that onto there so I know I've got that straight. And then when you place your die, all you then need to do is use your pokey tool to actually do those 2 little dashes at the side, okay? And the reason being is because I don't want to score through the middle. If I was to score through the middle, what I'm actually doing, if I place that back on, I would be scoring against my cardstock, and I don't want that to go forward or backwards. I want it to stand proud. Okay. So we're going to pop that onto here. Just going to use that at the side. I've done it slightly bigger on each side, and then we're just going to stick that down. So just across the top, and then run that through. So I'm going to do 2 things though with this one. First of all, I'm just going to rotate my board. Got quite a new plate on that one. We're going to cut that out, so just popping that in. Pop that through your Gemini. Again, refer to user manual. It's just a thin metal die, so it will cut through all your different dies. The great thing about this die, because it's a really large die, if you've got a Gemini Junior, it will fit through there. If you've got the Gemini Midi, which is on a brilliant offer, you can put it through. Just be mindful that you can't create those concept cards. Yep. You just want to be able to cut that piece of card. Now, what I'm also going to do, I'm going to take that piece of tape away, if I can get that off. Let me just take that underneath and then take that away. I can't seem to grab that this morning. There we go. The reason I'm taking this off now, I don't want that to embed into my cardstock. So always take your sticky tape away. I'm going to turn that over. You can see that's all cut out, absolutely beautiful. But inside this die, it has some extra elements. So what I am going to do is put my embossing mat over the top. I'm going to take out my plastic shim, my magnetic shim, and then we're going to pop in our plastic shim and then our top plate on top of there and run that through again. Now what this is going to do, that's going to emboss all that detail in this die into your cardstock. Is it needed? It only elevates it, so it's not actually needed. If you don't want to emboss, you don't have to. But I always think it adds that extra detail into your card, especially when you're using Centura Pearl. So now it's only very light, but what it is, you can see in the leaf patterns, you're getting now your leaf come into there. You're getting some additional swirls that are coming around here. You probably can't pick it up in the light, but it does add that extra versatility when embossing.
And so many of our dies do have that extra embossing detail,
They do, absolutely. And you can see it quite well there. So if I just turn that round, we can see. Can you see the little rose pattern is embossed into there? So you've got all those different elements that you can do. So let me just literally give that a tap to take all these pieces out. Now, if you wanted to, all your words will come out of here. So you can see if you wanted to use those, you've actually got additional little sentiments as well. So you can use those for another card, and it's a beautiful font on that one. So I do like to try and clear my dies out before I pop them back. So make sure, just give that a tap and use your pokey tool just to go through them. That clears your dies out.
There's something very satisfying about all of that, isn't there?
There is actually,
as long as you don't have to clear up afterwards.
And also, I like now that dies are so good that they don't take a lot of poking out, so the bits do fall through quite quickly. So as much as it is quite mindful to do that, it's nice to do it quickly as well. Right, so let's take all our bits. Now what I have done, I've got some more Centura Pearl, and I've used just our Snow White. So this is our Snow White, hint of silver. You've got a hint of gold as well. It's all I had in my stash. And then I've used a piece here. So I'm going to lay this behind. So let me bring in my piece of card. So let's pop that there. I'm going to pop this just behind, because when we place that into this piece here, when then I turn it over, we've then got that shining through. So it just, and then it gives a bit of rigidity to your card as well. So all I want to do is make sure that I'm using my dotty tape pen just across this middle section. Let me grab that one. So making sure I know where that those corner pieces are, and then we're just going to come down onto all of there, like so, and then we're just going to place that over the top. And actually what I am going to do is just put one piece down so I know that will stick to all of those. Just be mindful when you're placing it that you're not going over that top edge. Let's place that onto there, and then when we fold that over, we've got then our piece covered.
Lovely.
So once we've done that, I've then got these pieces. So I've just used one of our swell, or swellel, as our Craig would say, swellel, embossing folders. And also what I've done, let me just grab the other one. I've got these swells come from the Knitwits collection. So I think they were our Positive Thoughts, not Knitwits, sorry, Positive Thoughts collection. What I've also done is these bits are really snippable. So those little bits at the top, you can actually cut them out so I can create a little overlay just to add some extra detail.
Like
so I've got a couple of those and some swells, and we're just going to put our card together. And that's using die cutting into that beautiful gold solar card that you've got in this collection. I do like when we put these collections together where we add that extra cardstock in. It gives you a chance to try something out if you've not used it before.
When, if you were going to be using some of the glitter cardstock with that particular die, would you use the metal shim on that? You know, your normal metal shim, as it's quite intricate.
Yeah, very intricate. I would say it doesn't need it, but if you wanted to, I think, and you get a more of a cut. I think the metal shim does definitely have its place. I think there are certain dies that you would perhaps need it to, or without having to cut an extra double cut. But yeah, and also some machines have a little bit more pressure. They just want you, especially new machines, and once you've sort of worn them in, if you like, they sort of, you find what works for them. And if you think that the metal shim would work, then absolutely use that, yes. So we're just placing those over the top of those flowers. So I'm just making sure we've got the right ones. There we go, don't even have to be perfect. And then all I'm going to do is I've got some hearts, a little rose and flowers, because I just thought this would make a really lovely wedding card. Let's just grab I had them right next to me, can't see for looking, there they are. And just snip those and pop those on top. And actually, I think with dies like this, you haven't really got to do a lot of decorating.
No, I was just thinking that. I mean, for a quick card, these are absolutely, you know, a stonking deal, but it makes everything really easy, doesn't it?
So easy, yeah, so easy. And they're really pretty. I mean, really lovely dies to use. And you don't have to, you know, use your embossing folder. You don't have to use your inks. You could do them, if you just want to die cut them into your cardstock, they're just going to look lovely anyway. And let's pop a couple there. And then we're going to leave our bow just to put over the top. So pop that there, and then I've got a little flower which we're going to put just on that corner. And there we go, we're going to leave that there and have our beautiful card.
That's beautiful.
Oh, it's slipping on the mat, there we go. It's pop it there and then it won't slip.
That is really lovely and so quick and easy to make. That really is brilliant. So this is your everyday word edgeables. So the first one here is your happy birthday. You can see from all of those samples how many different types of cards you can make with these. They really are beautiful. Just for you. Then we have on your special day, appropriate for all sorts of different things. That special friend, we all have a special friend. When I was on a little while ago, it was Shower a Friend Day, which I thought was quite a novel. You had to go and shower a friend with compliments, or perhaps just give them a clean, who knows. This is All My Love. And the final one is congrats, you did it. So this is such a good deal because not only does it have these, but it also has a pack of the Solar Gold Centura Pearl. It's just £20 or $24. Platinum price is £16 or $19.20. You're saving 75% on this. So even, you can also add your CTV Special 10 and get another 10% off. This is, I mean, I'm surprised there's still some available because that is such a good deal. Lots of people messaging in to say what a great deal they are. Robbie says, what a great deal for these dies. They are huge and gorgeous in style and detail. Get it if you don't have it. I think you're absolutely right. Lots of people saying what a beautiful card that is, really effective. If you are going to go for something like this, you might want the tool collection that we've got here. So this has all sorts of different things in it, but it does also have the die brush and the mat, which is really good and really useful for these intricate kind of dies. So you're going to be getting one of these. You'll also be getting your replacement brush heads. You'll be getting your tape pen. You'll be getting 2 pokey tools down here. You'll be getting a 3-pack of our low-tack tape, which we use for everything, but don't get confused and use this for wrapping presents because it is low-tack tape. And then you're also going to be getting some of that Centura Pearl, which is your Snow White with a hint of silver, which is the one you've just seen Debbie using. This whole collection of tools, £17.49, $29.49, platinum price is £13.99 or $23.59. Do remember you're going to be able to use your 10% as well. I can't tell you enough because it's not on the website. You're only finding this out because you're watching the show. So, you know, you're getting these extra little bits and pieces from us. So tell your friends, get them to watch the shows, and they'll be able to use the voucher as well. We do also have some other edgeables on the show. These are your grand, I never know whether it's grand edgeables or grande edgeables. Grande edgeables. So these are really beautiful. I always think these are a little bit like bourgeonglais. That's what they look like to me. So this is your elegant trellis. Then you have your gingham lace. Next one is your balloon flowers. Then we have rose garden. She didn't sing this time.
A rose garden. Is that another rose garden we've got in?
Another one, yeah.
Yes.
A daisy lace, rather. And this one, you can lift the little bits of the daisies up, I seem to remember, to make them sort of 3D. Then you've got your chasing dragonflies as well. So this collection is... I don't... George is just singing in our ear. What was it? TLC, wasn't it, that sang that? Wasn't it TLC singing?
Chasing waterfalls.
Chasing waterfalls, yeah, I think
Don't
so.
Go
Dragonflies. So this is £26 or $30. It's just going to be a day of song, isn't it? Like the Eurovision. And a platinum price is £20.80 or $24. And do remember you can use your 10% off again. Have you got... we're going to start the game again. Oh, right, OK. I'm going to have to get my tissues ready. Oh, because I am going to laugh.
Don't get upset.
I do get upset because I want to win. Right. Let's hope we can... we've got to go over there because we can't see what's going on, can we? We've got old eyes, that's what it is. So this is, if you didn't watch the earlier section of the game, this is Where's Craig? It's like, where's Waldo? Or where's Wally? We've got to find the hidden Craig.
Where's Craigie?
So let's go.
Honey? Oh.
Oh, OK. That is quite a tricky one. We need a little voiceover. Where's Craig?
Where's Craig?
I sound a little bit like Mrs. Doubtfire then.
Where's Craig layering lead? That's how Craig was saying with his wrestling, wasn't it?
Yeah. So hopefully you got that one. What did you have?
I put he's in the computer screen.
I said he's on the screen.
Yes.
Yeah, was that right?
I didn't get it straight away. I had to have a look around.
That was quite tricky. He's like trapped in the TV.
Oh no. Well, that's normal, isn't it? He's everywhere at the moment.
He is.
HSN,
Although I think yesterday he was
Craft
mostly on the motorway.
QVC.
Yeah. I know, very exciting. Next one.
And that one was quite there, wasn't it? You
That one
couldn't
was
miss
quite
that.
good.
Unless it's a trick and he's somewhere else.
Yeah, because that's the only one I noticed, but I didn't look elsewhere.
I didn't look
so
elsewhere
who
because
knows?
my eyes went straight to that.
So what did you have?
I put on the greetings card.
I said on the postcard on the desk. Yeah? Yeah? Yeah. Looking pensive. A pensive Craig.
It's
Right.
so funny how they've done this. Did Nicola do this? Oh, Jamie, well done. Jamie did all these. Did you come up with the game as well, Jamie? Oh, the other young Jamie. Ah, not Jamie in my ear.
Do you know, it reminds me of, do you remember the girls who cut out flower fairies and they stuck them around in their garden and took photographs? And it was years and years, well, I think it was Victorian times, or certainly, about 50, 60 years ago maybe. And everyone thought they were real fairies, and they kept up this pretense for a long time. It's almost like we've got little mini Craigs everywhere.
Oh. Yeah. We'll be having nightmares, won't we, with Craig? Oh no, Craig's there.
Open the fridge, there he is.
Pocket rocket Craig.
Right, next one. Where is Craig? Okay. that was our little kitchen here at Crafters TV.
That was, yeah. It's where Christina does all our cooking
and the cakes.
lovely makes.
But I'm never often here for cakes. I said he was in the cutlery container.
Oh yeah, well I put the yellow pots. I didn't know what they were. In yellow pots.
Yep. Is that right? There he is.
There
Excellent.
he is. He looks very mindful. He's like, John's washing up.
Yeah, he's like, I hope you're going to clean that properly. Right, is this the last one? We've got two more, right?
2 left. Oh, we're doing well.
all to
What
play for.
happens if we're tied? Oh,
It's a question. It's not how long you can do a handstand. Yeah, where is Craig now? Have you not got GPS so you can see exactly where he is? We need coordinates of where Craig is.
That would be very funny, yeah. Just call Craig live on air. Where are you, Craig? Like, he should still be in bed, hopefully, because he had a late night last night.
Yeah, it was.
Not a bad late night, I mean, he wasn't out drinking. He was driving back from hobby making.
He was doing a lot of washing up. That's where he was. Right, next one. Where is Craig?
That's hilarious. I don't think I need to write anything for that one.
He looks like he's praying there, doesn't he? Oh, John looks
I'm getting a little bit worried. I think John's obsessed with Craig.
Oh, John looks so happy. We have to get him a cuddly Craig.
He does look very happy to have, we need a cuddly Craig for him.
Right, so hopefully you got that ready.
That's our green room,
he's
that is.
being cuddled.
Being cuddled, yes. I didn't write
I think everyone
anything,
got that one
yes.
right. Right, final one.
Last one.
Are we neck and neck? Right,
Neck and
okay,
neck.
we've got to get this one right. Okay. Oh. Where is Craig? Is he in the box? Okay, right, should we show everybody what we've got? I said he's in the plant.
Yes, in the plant above the ink pads. I like to give a lot of description
You do,
there, don't I?
you do. You make it very clear. Brilliant. Well done, everybody. So I think we have a tie-break question, don't we? Yep.
Is it the same thing? Oh. How's it? Everyone getting them? Everyone must have got them,
I would have thought so. Nina says he's in his arms like a teddy bear. Or Craig bear.
I'm not going to let John live that down, I don't think. Cuddle with
Do I need to get near the screen? No. Okay. How many different coloured shirts was Craig wearing throughout all the rounds? Oh, that's a tricky one. I didn't pay attention to that. I reckon. I don't know. I'm not sure. This is a guess.
Yeah, mine's a guess as well.
Closest number wins. Okay.
Oh.
Right. Okay, how many different coloured shirts was Craig wearing throughout the rounds? Turn them round. Yeah. I said 8.
Oh, I just put 3.
Oh.
I could only remember, I could remember a red, a pink and a greeny colour one, so.
6.
So you're closest.
Yay!
Yay!
Can you tell I'm excited to win? Yay! So 6 altogether. Well done, everybody.
Yes,
Did anyone get it
absolutely.
right?
So good.
Did anyone say it was 6? That'd be interesting to know. Really? Oh, that's quite impressive.
I love that. That was a great game.
That was a really good game. Yeah, I like that. But I definitely feel we need, more posable Craig dolls we can have around in the building. So that is, Facebook won that round. So there'll be 5 people chosen at random. In a moment, we'll let you know who they are and you'll be able to claim your prizes. So we're going to have a little bit of a break. We're going to, still have a few tears in my eyes because that was quite funny. And so we'll have a little bit of a break and we'll see you in a couple of moments.
Many of our viewers bring up time and time again, and that's our wax seal gate. Thinking, Joe, it might not work as well because I've put too much. Oh, I've forgotten to put me thing in place.
Because I have a way of words that I think that doesn't engage with that and can come out all wrong. Water.
That wasn't the one you just washed your brush in, was it?
Sorry. Yes, but it doesn't matter.
No, it wasn't, was it? It was. Are you kidding?
I'm going to have to say, it's a slip of the tongue. I'm going to say it's maybe to do with my Scottish accent. I'm maybe going to say it's because of Mr. Ben Mosby. He is, well, yeah, he doesn't help matters.
Fame on a roll, fame on a roll, fame on a roll, fame on a roll, fame on a roll. Hey!
I've made pots that have exploded when I fired them. I've done zips in inside out. It happens to everybody.
We've all spilt our glitter all over our project or knocked the water over.
You're right.
I've just noticed I've got my dress on inside out.
So I was messing about doing some backgrounds with the sparkling, took the lid off it and managed to catch the pot somehow, and the whole thing came towards me, down my front, across my lap, onto the floor.
I went to reach for the water and do the tapping with the and so there was less tapping and more sort of a tsunami. I've got some What makes Crafters TV so special is you guys.
It's really special because the experts are really experts. They're really skilled at what they do, and they want to make sure that the audience also improves on their skills.
Crafters TV is so special because you've got together a really sort of key group of people and people that are very passionate about the product.
Crafters TV is so special because it's a unique community that we have with each other where we can learn and grow and communicate with each other.
Community, the family spirit, the education, everything to do with craft. We are all like-minded people who share a passion.
I love all the inspiration the demonstrators bring and all the knowledge for us out here.
What makes Crafters TV so special? 100% it's the interaction. No other crafting TV channel or show has the same interaction.
I love the community, I love chatting live, I think that's the best part. And it's gone beyond crafting because we've become friends.
It feels to me to be a really, really close relationship with our customers and viewers.
You guys make us feel like we're part of your family. I've never been on the show before, but one of my friends who I did meet from CCTV encouraged me, and I was on the craft along.
Massive team of people, and I think they've all got their role to play, and it just brings everything together. It allows us to do our job and just love it.
The people, obviously. The people not just here at Crafters Companion, but the viewers that watch us. I mean, everybody. We have this real magical essence about it.
Bye for now. Bye.
Hello everybody, welcome back. I hope you're enjoying the show. Now, we did have Facebook winning on the earlier game, and we've got the winners. This is Terry Mack, Deborah Fries, Anne Moulinet, hi Meredith and Lynn Harvey. So all you need to do is email prizes@crafterscompanion.com and you will get your voucher in order to purchase something gorgeous from our website. We do have some stonking deals throughout the whole of the day. So do remember we've got that Crafters, CCTV Secret 10, which is going to give you your 10% off anything up until 10 o'clock tonight. Not 10 o'clock tonight, 12 o'clock tonight, midnight. So do take advantage of that. That is not on the website, that code, CTV Secret 10. It's not on the website, it's only something that we're telling you on the show. So do let your friends know whilst they're watching the show that they need to take advantage of that. The other items that we have on here, we've got some water reactive ink pads. We've got this collection of 10 on here. The first one is your crushed velvet. Then we have Spar Blue. We also have Grasshopper. We have got Seal Brown. We've got Bordeaux. We've got Pumice. We've got Smoked Pearl. We've got Sandstorm. That's quite a difficult song to sing, actually, Jamie, Sandstorm. It's a rave tune. Yeah, this is, I can never say that word, anthracite.
That's it, anthracite,
right?
yeah.
And then we've got Twilight Grey here. So this is a great deal. This is 30% off, £40 or $60, or your platinum price is £32 or $48. Really, really good deal. There's such an amazing collection of all of those those ink pads. I've got quite a few of these. I seem to be obtaining quite a lot of stock now at home. After I said, everything I'm getting delivered is all stuff that I need for work, and then my husband's like, oh, hold on a minute. Why are you getting all these ink pads? I was like, I'm going to try them out on some fabric. I'm not really.
You know what's really good about this set is that they're not your usual bright colours, so they're not like your lemon tonics and your fuchsias, but these are a brilliant set to have. If you've not gone for those sort of dark undertones, you can mix any one of those grey colours or those deeper colours with any one of your brighter colours, and they're going to give you those really lovely tones. I love this set, and I think they're really good for doing that undertone and adding to them, and just elevating your crafts. When you just put a bit of grey around the edges of things, they look amazing. So that's a really good set to go for, that one.
Really useful. Yeah. And they blend, because I bought some ink pads that were wrong for blending.
Right.
These are the ones that you use for blending.
They are, yes.
Yeah,
definitely.
I made a mistake. I got a little overexcited when I first started, and I bought loads of ink pads from all sorts of different collections, and they don't quite do what I want them to do. But yeah, they're definitely worth having. We're going to go back to these creator card dies that we've got on the show, because this is a really, really fantastic collection, and you saw earlier on how quick and easy it is to make a card using these. So I think, as I said, I've just bought my mum a Gemini. She's just getting started. I bought her a few dies, but actually I think these are going to be the kind of thing for her, because they are going to be able to create something really special quite easily. So this is your Rose Garden.
I beg your pardon. I never promised you a rose garden.
It's like Top of the Pops over here, isn't it?
The only words I know, those bits. I need to learn the rest.
This one is Dainty Doodles. We don't have a song for that, but maybe there is a Dainty Doodles song that we know. I don't know. Do you know Dainty Doodles?
Oh, Dainty Doodles.
It's timeless foliage. Oh dear, it's going to be one of those days.
It is one of them days, yes.
We've got fancy florals here, and that does, you were saying earlier on, that looks like stained glass. It really does, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does. Beautiful one.
Then we've got pretty petals. And then finally, we've got traditional tiles as well. So this is £67.96, $79.80. This is a 30% savings, so definitely worth doing. And you're going to use this for the next demonstration?
Yeah, the Pretty Petals one I'm going to use. It is a gorgeous design. I love all of these designs. I think everyone has a really usable factor. They're really beautiful in their design, and each one offers something different. I love this one because it's got a really nice amount to paper piece. So I thought it'd be really cool to paper piece some of these dies. Now I'm going to use this as a topper. So I'm going to use both my dies, and all we're going to do is pop our outside one and our inside one onto a white piece of cardstock. And then I'm also going to use the outside one, their biggest outside nesting die in between. So let's tape these ones down and then pop those through so you can see how they look. So let's make sure. I would just so you've got a similar outline around all the edges, but I would say don't worry too much. It's not going to really notice. Let's do both of those, top and bottom, and then I'll put another piece on the opposite side just so we know we've got them securely in place. And let's run those through.
And they've all got that stitched effect, all of this collection.
Yeah, they have,
which is really nice.
So
isn't it?
nice. Yeah, we've done stitched nesting dies before. We've never done that outside edge with a set of nesting dies which have all that intricate stitched area, and they're a really nice stitched area as well. So yeah, I just adore these dies. I think they're really lovely. Yeah. They were hugely popular. They're still quite new. I mean, that's why we've got a craft along with them, because they only launched, I believe, a couple of weeks ago, I want to say. So yeah, not that long ago. Just move my plates around. So that's our first piece. So let's take all of the tape off onto there, and then that bit there. So we can see straight away, I mean, I'm not being very careful with that one. I've got one to already use, so be careful when taking your tape. And then you've got that stitch panel, which we are going to keep, but I've got another one, so I'm not too worried. Okay. So that's cut out all our detailed die. So let's just give that a little tap, and then that will take out all those pieces. But look at this die, how beautiful is that? So let me just bring in a piece so you can see.
That's lovely.
It's just amazing. Yeah. Such a really beautiful die. Now, because I thought this would be really nice to paper piece, what you then do that exactly the same thing again. You don't have to worry about the middle section. And don't forget, when you're doing this, to cut that around, when you then cut those out, you get a full creator card as well. But you want the inside petals, but use that outer frame, and then you can mix and match all the ones you put together. So I've done mine in 3 different parts. So I'm going to bring this one in already, because all I did was, let me just bring in some acetate. What you want to do is stick this to some acetate, just like so. Now, if you haven't got a Xyron, don't worry, but what I did do is I popped all my pieces through a Xyron, and then I've just got some extra bits here to stick in place so you can see what I did. So I've done the majority of them, otherwise it takes time to actually pop them back in. But once you do have these in, if you've got your hold and release sheets, we haven't got them anymore. We're hoping to get some more in. I think Leanne is hoping that we're going to be getting some more shipped over. But if you don't have them, just use your Xyron machine, or you can just cut them out and then put your pieces back in. I'm not worried about all the small pieces, like there's these edge pieces. I don't really, mind that none of those pieces are in there, because actually it's going to all aid to what you've already done and what you've got. So let me just pop these pieces.
And if you did have the hold and release sheets, or you cut them out separately, how would you adhere them to the acetate?
So what I would do is, and I'll do it just so you can see, let me just grab my little glue bottle. I would just literally take your tacky glue, put it in your little precision bottle, and all you want to do is just put a few little dots, just like that.
Okay.
And that's all you have to do. And you could do the whole flower. You don't have to do one at a time, because what I would say, because it's acetate, I would leave that to go tacky for about 30 seconds to a minute. Okay. And then once it's tacky, your pieces will stick in there perfectly. So let's pop the other piece in. I think I've done these slightly wonky, but I'm not really worried about that. And then we're going to pop these ones in like so. So yeah, however you put them in or glue them in, you'll find that way to pop them into place. And then we've got this side here. So let's just pop those ones in onto there. But it's very therapeutic, I think, paper piecing. It's a really simple thing to do, but I'm not going to lie, it takes a little bit of time. So you want to be making this card when you feel like you've got time to sit and play for a little while. But I think you'll agree, the effect is so beautiful.
I really like those colours together. It looks very modern.
Yeah, really nice, isn't it? Really lovely.
Great for Mother's Day, actually. That's coming up quite soon, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Next weekend. Yeah, next on the 19th. I know the date because it's my granddaughter's birthday on the same day and my brother's birthday. We've got one of those years this year because, so they're all sharing Mother's Day and birthdays, but we have big birthdays this year. My daughter's 21st, it's my dad's 80th, it's my other daughter's 30th, it's like all the, and it's my niece's 18th.
Expensive year.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Luckily, my sister-in-law's not 50 till next year, so we're saving, we're saving a big birthday till next year. Then all we're going to do with this one, now I want to create an outside edge. Now what I like to do, Becky, I like to cut my dies in half. So this is a nice way to get more of a matte layer than a shadow.
Right.
So because if you keep this like this and I could shadow it to the side, can you see? We get that really nice effect. But I don't get any side down here. So what I like to do is to cut, and you can do this with any form of shadowing, is cut them in half. And then what I want to do is I'm just going to come in and stick, let me find my dotty tape pen. And pop that on there. I'm going to stick, now onto the front side, we're just going to put some of our dotty tape pen around onto here. And on this one as well. You don't have to put too much, it's just so that will adhere to the side. So just pop that there. And then when you come to doing this on the edges, let me do that the right way. What you do then is have this slightly on the opposite side, like so. And then you do the same on this side. And then what you end up with is an even sort of edge around.
Oh, okay, that's clever.
So just like that one. Like that. So it feels like you've got more of a matte layer and you get more of that black shining through. So let's just pop that into place. I'm just going to use my scoring tool, and what I would say is always burnish on the back. That way you won't pick up any little piece or it won't ruin anything.
Okay.
Actually looks quite nice like that, doesn't it?
Yeah,
if you was to
really
matte and layer them over the side. In fact, if you wanted it that way, you could maybe put a ribbon going through the middle. I think that looks really effective like that.
That almost looks like the packaging that you get from the Spectrum Noir pens. They've got an image a bit like that on there, haven't they? And that looks really good. You would assume the back of it wouldn't look as good as the front, but they equally look brilliant.
Yeah, that was really good. As I turned around, I was like, oh, that looks very nice, that does. Shall we do it? Shall we just do it different? Let's do a different way.
Why not?
Why not? So all I've done here, again, I've been using those beautiful paper pads from the Dancing Dragonflies. So we're just going to use that. I've got a nice large card. I'm making larger cards again at the moment. I go through stages, Becky, of like, I go for nice little simple small cards, and then I suddenly have this thing with making bigger cards, which I just absolutely love. I think bigger cards make that bold statement as well.
It's a bit of a showstopper, isn't it, when it's a big card?
Absolutely. So
it's like a big check. You know, when those big, when you get, you're giving to charity, you get that huge check that comes out.
Yeah, that's it.
Does anyone actually take that into the bank to, pay it in? I've never seen anybody do that. Not that I can find a bank nearby.
But they are. I mean, are they real checks? I would assume they are, aren't they?
No, you get. Yeah.
Right.
Has anyone got a real check at home that's really big?
I haven't even got a checkbook.
No, I mean, you just don't do them anymore, do they? They were trying to make them obsolete a few years ago, weren't they? But they couldn't do that. Although it's quite handy because you just take a photograph of your check now and send it to your bank, don't you? Through the app, you don't have to go and pay it in. Which
is that how you do it? I wouldn't have a clue. I can't even remember the last time that I sent a cheque at all.
No, it's not something you do anymore. No, Alison Lee said it's my 70th next Saturday, the 18th.
Oh,
happy birthday for next Saturday. I'll be here next Saturday.
No, you're here all next weekend, aren't you?
I am, and I'm missing my husband's birthday, which I feel a bit guilty about. Because it's not a big birthday for him, but his birthday's on the 17th.
Right.
St Patrick's Day, so I'm not here for that.
And what about Mother's Day? Do you not?
No, I'm here.
So your
well,
children are not about?
No, well, my son is in Thailand.
Yes.
It appears he's getting a tattoo.
As they do.
Yeah, exactly. And my daughter's at uni, so she'll come down to see my husband for his birthday because she feels sad that he's left on his own. So that made me feel even worse.
Someone cares about you, Tim.
I know. I don't think he really minds. At least he can watch what he likes on TV without me saying, oh no, I want to watch Great Pottery Throwdown. It's not quite his thing.
Great Pottery Throwdown, what's that?
Oh, it's like, do you not watch, I like National Portrait Gallery, or National Portrait Artists and National Landscape Artists. And they basically make pottery, and it's a little bit like Bake Off, but with clay. And obviously you don't eat it.
Although I don't watch a lot of normal TV. No. But that sounds amazing.
So the piano I haven't seen, and I really want to see that because the piano is, I think it's got Claudia Winkleman, hasn't it? And it's finding an amateur pianist. But they had this little girl, I just saw the clip of it, who was autistic and blind. And honestly, it makes the hairs on the back of your neck. The playing was absolutely beautiful. It was really breathtaking. I might have to watch that.
Oh, that sounds good.
There's too much good TV on, I think, now. And I still end up watching the same thing over and over again. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, every day. Has she got a new show? Does she slay vampires in it? Oh, is it really? I might have to watch that then.
Well, there you go. There you go. That sounds like right up my street, that does.
That's beautiful. Is that the hello from the Advent calendar?
Oh, now you've asked me a question. I wrote it down somewhere. Let me have a look. I haven't. Oh, yes, it is. You're right.
Hello.
I'll tell you why I don't know. I've got a little, and actually all my Advent dies and things are all in one little bag.
Yeah,
so, yeah, that's why I forget where it's come from. But, yes. But there you go. There's a little different take. I'm going to show you both because we've done that a little bit different because I quite like that black on top. So there's my original one, and then you've got that black one on top. And actually, I think both work really well. I like both of those. And there's different ways, and you wouldn't even see that gap. I love that. Absolutely amazing. But there you go. Just one of the ways you can use them as a topper for your card and do a little bit of paper piecing.
That's beautiful. I really like that. I like a bit of paper piecing as well.
Me too.
So if you want to have a go at these are the simple creator card dies. So this first one is your rose garden. Then we have...
As your rose garden.
Then we have dainty doodles.
As you pause, I realise what you've done.
Timeless foliage. Then you have fancy florals, you have pretty petals, which is one you've just seen, and then we have traditional tiles. So this is £67.96 or $79.80. Definitely worth having today. Lots of saying what a beautiful card. Kimberly says you must watch the piano, it's wonderful. Deborah says, hi everyone, Debbie and Becky, I've been watching. I just thought to say hi and I enjoyed the game. It was so funny. It really was. It was great. I think Jamie should do the games. I mean, Nick is brilliant at the games, but maybe we should take it in turns doing different games, hiding more things around the studio. We also have some great deals on some cardstock. So this is your pack of 12 by 12 cardstock. So we've got 3 packs here, so 72 sheets altogether, 30% saving. So this one is your glittering gold. So if I show you here, you've got all sorts of different types of gold in here. You've got glitter as well as that kind of satin finish in here in all sorts of different tones as well. Then you've also got your rose gold. Again, you've got that kind of, hopefully you can see, it's almost, it looks a little bit like terracotta, but it's got like a pearlescent colour to it. And then you've also got, oh, that wasn't very good, Becky. You've also got some glitter in there as well. You can see that really like nice sort of smooth glitter that we have. Then finally you've got your sparkling silver. Sparkling silver. A new colour.
Oh, I love that one.
Yeah. So sparkling silver. It's almost like if you glittered an elephant. This is the colour that I reckon it would be. Sort of pearlescent sheen. Glitter an elephant. That could be a good cafe. glitter elephant, where you can play with baby elephants and drink tea. And then you've got this beautiful...
Oh, yes, please.
beautiful glitter here. So this is a really good deal, £39.50, $45.50, or the platinum price is £31.60 or $36.40. Now remember, you do want to use your special deal, which is a CTV Secret 10, which will give you 10% off as well. We do also have in stock some of our A3 Centura Pearl card. There's been quite a few different projects I've seen using this, and it really is beautiful. I don't have any A3 card stock. I need some A3 card stock. Hopefully somebody's watching me today and thinks, oh no, I don't know, Becky needs some luxury card stock, A3 card stock. So this is your hint of gold, this one here. So you just get that kind of almost a sheen once it sort of catches the light. But you also have your A3 hints of silver as well. Again, it's almost like the sparkles that you get on snow. So the price for this basically is you buy one and you get one for free. So sorry, buy two, you get one for free. So that's £25.50 or $37.50. Platinum price is £20.40 or $30. Really, really well worth having. Great for boxes as well, those kind of A3 cards. We also have some other edgeables. So these are really beautiful. I don't think I've seen these ones before. So these are our modern edgeables. This is our Japanese anemone. I think this looks like cherry blossom. If you make that in like a pink, almost did a background kind of wash with sort of pink colours, that would look really pretty. Then you've got your proud peacock, which is beautiful as well. You've got your romantic rose and spring tulips. That really does look like a stained glass, that particular one. And this is £28.86 or $37.46. 25% saving here. Platinum price is £23.09 or $29.97. You're going to demo with which one are you going to use on this one?
I get it out the pack. Oh, it's just the thing.
They always get stuck to the box, don't they?
Spring tulips.
Lovely. Oh, the one I happen to have in my hand.
Oh, there we go.
Excellent.
They're amazing, aren't they? Actually, let me just bring in some samples because they are absolutely stunning. If we want to look at something that's just that little bit different, these are definitely the edgeables for you. They are so, so gorgeous. I mean, look at that. I mean, we talk about paper piecing. That's going to be amazing. We are going to do some paper piecing, but we're going to do some colouring as well.
Ooh,
but
that's
look,
nice.
they're just beautiful. What about using that glittered cardstock to create ones like this that make just such an amazing difference? This is beautiful. It doesn't have a name on it. I wish I could put a name on that one because it's stunning. So using your greys, two different greys behind, and then putting that pop of colour, I think that is absolutely stunning, that sample. And the peacock one, we don't see this one very often, so grab this while you can, because I know a lot of people won't have the peacock one, and it's absolutely stunning. Look at this, just some inks, talking about blending those inks over it. That literally is just blending those beautiful colour inks, die cutting into there. It's stunning, absolutely stunning. I think all of these samples are just incredible, and it shows you the difference that you can make them. Look how lovely that one is. So it's cut into the back of your card and then again creating that edgeable. That is gorgeous, isn't it? I mean, that is a perfect Mother's Day, Easter card, anything like that. So, so lovely. What about this? You wouldn't even know that that was an edgeable. So cutting it into two pieces of your cardstock, that rose one coming down, which is just beautiful. Honestly, there's just so many. So, but let's get on with a demo because that's what you want to see because they are super incredible. And the amount of different concepts that you can do with these is just insane. Now, I'm just taking myself a small card blank. It's a 6 by 4 inches. Our dies here, they're slightly taller, so they're actually a 6.5 inch die, which I really like because it means that they give you a good amount of space, top and bottom, to allow yourself that cut. Now the cut goes right to the top and right to the bottom, but it doesn't go around this flat edge. So I know by placing my flat edge on this side, it's just going to cut that detail out of our cardstock. So all we're going to do is we're going to place that where I know my tulip will go right on that edge, but I'm also going to just put that against my line, so on my glass mat. So I know that I've got that perfectly positioned across the top, okay? So then you know it's from top to bottom straight. And let's grab some low tack tape, keep moving it to one side to the next. I'm going to put a couple of bits on actually. on that edge. So one at that side, one at the bottom. And then we can run that through. Right, so pop that onto your plates and then just run that into your machine like so. That's going to do all the hard work for you, so that will cut out all that intricate detail and just leave you that beautiful design. Now, because it's quite an open space, I think it is one of those dies that leaves enough room to either just ink on top or to actually use another piece underneath. So I'm going to show you how to do that as well. So let me pop that to the side.
Straight away, it looks beautiful, doesn't it?
I mean, that is just so lovely, isn't it? I mean, let's just say, for instance, I'm trying to think, we've got just a coloured piece of card, there's some down here. Literally, just by placing that behind, you've got a beautiful image. Place the same little border down the side, it's absolutely gorgeous. But what I want to do, now, if you have just a piece of card, what you want to do, I want to create a middle section, but I want to do it so I can lay this behind. So all I do, now you don't have to do it this way, but I like to just use, I'm just seeing if I've got my craft knife. I haven't, oh yes we have, we've got a craft knife. But let me just see if I've got a pen as well. Never find a pen when you want one, there we go. I mean, I would use a pencil. Now you can either use your pen and go round that entire edge. I like to just use my craft knife to go round here. So literally, all you do is go round. So it just depends how good or you feel with a craft knife. So just by doing that, you can see it's taking off that edge straight away. So I do that all the way round, but if you're good with scissors, then what I would do is literally use this one, draw around, and literally the drawing is good because you know that if you come in slightly, so you take off that line, you're going to take off your inside edge. So if I bring my two in that I've already done here, you can see, so I've got my piece of card where I've cut around that edge, or I've used my craft knife, and that will lay perfectly on the inside. You can see it, just bring in that blue one, you'll be able to see it better. So that works perfectly. So I've got a matte and layer from my back, and also I've got a bit more rigidity in my card as well. So that really aids to that. So that's all we're going to do. We're going to stick our inside into that, and you've got, and the reason I did it one whole piece was then when you open your card, you can't see that that's another piece inside.
Clever.
Now the other thing you want to do is, because of how we're doing this like so, I have got my bits already done, but what I would also do is let's grab that piece of card. I would actually, and I've only got a pen, I would use pencil, actually go in and really faintly with a pencil draw these pieces just like so. So you can sort of do, I'll just do a couple so you can see. So take those pieces there, and then all we're going to do with that, I'm going to use my pens here. I've got my dark red blend and I've got my burnt orange blend. So I'm going to start off with my lightest colour of orange on the top one here, and we're just going to go over here like so. Now you can go over those edges, because what I'm actually wanting to do, and then I'm going to go in with a bit of a darker colour. So we've got that darker orange coming in.
I like the fact that, you know, you can then get all the tones in it if you're doing some colouring, can't you?
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. And then I'm going to come in with my red, because the reds and oranges are going to work really well. And you don't have to worry about those edges, because you're going to cut those out. Go back in with that orange and blend that one into the next. So you'll see that'll start to really blend that out. Can't then see where your red sort of starts and your orange ends. Then we can come in with our lightest colour, just like so. And then that red, let's come back in then, blend in that one. And then starting with our darker colour, or our mid colour at the bottom, like so. And then all you want to do is we're going to cut those out, just blend that a little bit more. And then we can go back into that orange, or we had our mid orange. And you can see that's really starting to blend so well into those colours. And then all you're going to do is literally take that piece out, because that's what you've drawn round. You sort of go around those pieces, The other way to do it is to do this onto that piece of cardstock that we've already done.
Yeah.
So let me just take that out like so. So that gives me my piece here, and then that is perfect. Then it's going to put a paper piece inside that
lovely.
element, okay? Now, the other way to do it is the piece that we've cut round here. You could draw that faint line and do your colouring and then place that behind. So there's different ways of being able to do it, but I've done mine separate.
Would that not bleed through?
You what, sorry?
Would that bleed through the colour?
So it would bleed through, there is that. So you would then see that bleed through on the
Right.
other end, which is why I paper piece rather than do that. You could always put another piece of card down or some border card. There's ways to do it. So it's just how much work you want to make for yourself really, and how much you want to put into it. So the first thing we want to do, let's use that card again, so we can use that to do our mats and layers. So on the inside, I'm going to use my dotty tape pen. If you don't have a dotty tape pen, use your precision bottle and just use tacky glue and just go round little dots all round the edges, and then you can just fill in with your other one. But because we've got our dotty tape pen, not quite sure how long they're going to last for, Becky, because they're still not in stock. It's the longest I think the dotty tape pen has been out of stock for, and it is quite a worry because I've come to the end of that one. Look, I've used it already.
I've got one, and my mum, when I was giving my mum a whole collection of bits and pieces, she said, "Oh, what's that?" And I said, "It's a dotty tape pen, you can't have it." Because that's the only one I've got.
Oh, what's that? A little now in that one? That's weird.
But they're so useful, aren't they? Particularly if you don't want to have the glue, or you're a bit heavy-handed with the glue.
Yeah.
Which is me. Because I had to throw my little bottle away. I lost the pin that goes in it, and I just chose any old pin, and my pin went made everything rusty. So I've thrown mine away, so I need to get another one.
So did you not leave it upside down?
No.
So
didn't leave it upside down, and I didn't put the little pin in it either. Very bad, very remiss of me. Well, it just got lost, is what I would say. I mean, actually, what I will say is somebody must have come into my craft room and fiddled around with my glue. It wasn't me just thinking, oh yeah, I'll pop another pin in there.
That's very funny. Yeah, it's the one thing I always say, keep it always upside down. I've lost.
We have a little spiral egg cup here, don't we?
Yes,
it pops
we do,
into, which is quite handy.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, always keep it upside down, because if your glue is immersed in the pin, it doesn't go rusty. So, and then your glue's always at the front. Right, so what I have done is I've done all those pieces here that we can see, and then we're just going to paper piece those back in. So it's just a case of popping those down. Let me just do that way.
Oh, it looks so pretty. I love all those colours and all the tonal effects you've got there.
I love oranges and reds together. They just look really effective. Now you can use your can't think of the word, tweezers if you wanted to pop them back in. So I'm just making sure they all slot back in there. And you'll just take that little bit of time to put all your little pieces into there, and it just makes it look beautiful. So I'm not going to do it all because obviously it takes a little bit more time. I know oh my goodness, you know what? I didn't realise how quick the time had gone.
It's been too much fun, Debbie.
It has been
too much singing,
fun.
I reckon.
Absolutely. Wow.
The morning, the
quick.
shows go very quickly, don't they?
They do go
I think
very
you have so
quickly.
many things to show people in the shows, the time just sort of zooms away.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's just put a couple more in so you get the idea. So you're just gonna, let's do that the other way, that way so I can see it. And make sure, because they're really bright lights in the studio, so it's hard to actually see that white on white. But you can see, paper piecing them all back in, how that is looking. And then if I bring that one in, you can see once you've put all those pieces back in, that's then how it looks. And then you've got that piece on the back which hides all your work in. So that's a really nice way of doing your extra paper piecing. And then all I've done is I've grabbed myself some just cardstock here, put my black card round and a little bit of ribbon to tie in with the colours of my card. So it's a very spring-like card. And then all we're going to do is put some tape on to decorate the front beautifully. So let's pop that onto there. like so. So we're just leaving a little border. That's the other nice thing, Becky, as well with edgeables, is you don't have to decorate too much.
No.
Because the edgeable makes that whole front of your card. And then all I've got here is hello to you, dear friend. So we're going to just pop that onto some foam, if I can find my foam. Let's use the roll. There we go. Pop
What's that?
There.
You've got there?
It's foam on a roll, Becky.
Is it?
Foam on a roll, foam on a roll, foam on a roll, foam on a roll, foam on a roll. Hey! Yay, Becky! I never know who to do it with because no one likes to do it.
Some people really don't like it.
No,
I tried really hard to make people say it that don't like to.
Yeah, me too. I do the same. Yeah, I do the same. I even forced Craig to do it the other week because he won't do it. But I forced him to do it because he actually went and done it on Hobby Maker.
Oh. Oh.
So that's not good. If he's done it on Hobby Maker, he has got to do it on Crafters TV. So he did.
I tried to get Lily to say it, and she was just saying it was circular foam tape. And I was like, well, couldn't convince her.
But there you go. Look how cute that card is. And really, I know it takes a little bit of time to do your colouring, but if you've got coloured papers, you could do it the same. You don't have to colour it in. But I think adding that pop of colour with your tri-blend pens just makes a big difference to that card. And just a nice one to send to your dear friend there.
Lovely. Really, really like that. So this is your modern edgeables. This first one that we've got here is your Japanese anemone. Then you also have your proud peacock. I misread that as round peacock, and I'm thinking, what are they? This is your romantic rose, and that is your spring tulip, which is one you've just seen. £28.86, $37.46. Lots of people messaging in. Sandra Dundas says, nice hubby has ordered those edgeables, and he actually commented what a good deal they were. Well done. Well done, that hubby. We would all like a hubby or a significant other that just purchases craft supplies. My husband doesn't. And he's not even watching, he's gone to the gym. Charlotte says, I got these modern edgeables, they're absolutely stunning, really gorgeous. Adriana says, what a great deal. I love all the samples. Patricia says, we need to do a show on how to use the A3 cardstock. I think that was quite a good idea, actually, because there's been lots of sort of boxes and things that are made that you really sort of need the A3 cardstock for. So that would be a good option. I'll mention that to the people that know and make the decisions. Lillian says, hello, everybody. Hi, Debbie and Becky. Laura says, I love your outfit, Becky. Thank you. It's new. We had a long conversation about this morning as we were getting ready. Rosalind says, I wish the tape pens were refillable. That would be quite handy, wouldn't it? And Cynthia says you could use pencils if you didn't want the bleed through to sort of filling that in. That would be quite a nice option, wouldn't it? I never really use pencils anymore.
They're very underused. And in fact, at the end of the month, I've got the Academy of Colour, and I've got a craft along with the Academy of Colour, and I'm going to be showing how to use the wax pencils over the top of alcohol pens.
Ooh, I have to watch that one. That sounds really good. So when's that going to be? The end of the month, did you say?
Yeah, end of the month. So I'll tell you the date later. I've got to look in my diary. But
fantastic.
It's, the end of the month. So
excellent.
Yes.
Brilliant. We should do the demo of the show,
yes,
shouldn't
absolutely.
we?
Yeah, let's have a number put on each one. So our first one was that beautiful diorama one. So number 1. Number 2 was that large word edgeable, and number 3 was let's do it the right way round. Number 3 was the other creator card that we did the other way round, and then number 4 was that beautiful tulip.
Wow.
1, 2, 3, or 4.
You do like your big cards at the moment, like you said.
I do like big cards, yes. Yeah, I do. I think they're quite bold, impactful, and...
She likes big cards and she cannot lie. Not singing the rest of that.
We won't be singing the real song on that one.
Lots of people loving that. Anne says, thank you for showing us how to add the colour to the edgeables. I think that's quite a key thing, isn't it? Because otherwise it becomes too easy just to use the card and not think about it.
Yeah,
so get your votes in, 1, 2, 3 or 4. We'll have a little vote in our heads to work out which ones we think are going to be the winner. I think, yeah, you're going, oh, okay, interesting in the gallery. We'll see. We'll see what's going to be the winner. They're all beautiful anyway. We do have other deals to show you. So the MIDI, is definitely worth purchasing, because this, you're going to get a special deal. You're going to get 100 bonus points with this. But do remember, anything you buy today, CTV Secret 10 is going to give you your secret 10% off just until midnight tonight. This is really handy. It's really good. It's... Are any crafting supplies portable? I mean, you don't pop them in your handbag when you're just sort of popping out for, go to the shops. You don't wander around the supermarket die cutting, but this is portable in that if you want to take something away with you, you want to do a little bit of crafting, even on the beach, crafting on the beach. This is £59.49, $76.46. Platinum price is £47.59 or $61.17. It is a manual die cutting machine, but it is still a workhorse. You can fit lots of things in here. I found these were absolutely invaluable when I was making flowers. I found it really useful because I just had that, and I had my other die cutting machines just going ahead with all the other things that were going through electronically. But this is just really quite handy to have. So definitely worth doing. Remember, you're going to get your extra 100 bonus points, and you can also get that 10% off as well if you use that Crafters CTV Secret 10. Now you've got, we're going to do the everyday word edgeables as well. You saw these earlier on, and you saw one of those demonstrations with that card. This is really, really good. They make fantastic cards. There's so much in these, and you're going to be able to make cards very, very quickly and easily. If you're just beginning your crafty journey, these are great, but if equally, you can use them in much more intricate ways. So this one is your happy birthday, and it's such a good deal. I mean, you don't want to lose out on this. This is just for you. This next one is your on the special day. Then we have special friend. We have with all my love. And then congrats, you did it. This is a 75% saving, £20, $24. Platinum price is £16 or $19.20. And you're going to be getting a pack of Centura Pearl card as well. This is your solar gold. This is really, really good. Now you've got some samples with these, because you don't necessarily just have to use them as just one piece on your card. No. You can use them in all sorts of different ways.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's what's great about these. When we talk about an edgeable or a creator card, it means that you can do so many different concepts with them. You've only got to type them in onto YouTube, onto Facebook, onto Pinterest, and so many ideas will come up with them. So these are just a handful of what our design team have done. Creating them on a Z-fold card is just so pretty. Using them as a full topper on your card, again, I absolutely love that. That speaks volumes when you've got a really large sentiment. I really love this card. I think that is super. I think having that darker cardstock, that looks like our paisley print that we had last year, that pad. Look at that inking through those different colours, those blues and oranges on there. That is absolutely stunning, that card. But actually creating, like we did earlier, putting it over the top of your card so it cuts it out completely out of that side is just incredible. Absolutely love that one. What about going horizontal or diagonal or diagonally there? Cutting it down your card. I think I've got that there. It goes that way round. I think that's just really ingenious. It's just a very different way on how you can do them. You don't have to have them protruding on the end of your card. You could just use them as a topper and have them at the front of your card. I absolutely love this one. That bright popper colour stenciling through that special, then paper piecing the friends back in once you've cut it out of another colour. I think that is absolutely beautiful. Another similar one here, but not paper piecing. The friend literally just put in a piece of pink card behind, so it just shows through. Really beautiful design. And another great one, this one, where you've got it on that stepper on both pits, your top of your card and that bottom of your card. I think that's spectacular, that card. And again, the die has done all that work. This is just white cardstock with a bit of red showing through the card underneath, and then a bit of scrap paper on each step. I think that is just ingenious because it just creates the most amazing card. And even on black card, use your pigment ink pads to go through your metallics. Yeah, it's just stunning. Absolutely stunning. And one more I'll show you there, which is the diorama card where you're or aperture card, where it's cut out of the aperture so you can see right through it. I just adore these, and for £20, wow.
I know.
I mean,
why wouldn't you?
Crazy, absolutely crazy, yeah. And giftable, so if you've already got them, gift them to someone that you know that loves die cutting as well.
And as someone said earlier on, one of the viewers, you know, they're really great for sort of masculine cards. That one with the paisley worked really well for, you know, a masculine card, which is always a little bit tricky. So definitely worth having, absolutely. I do have a winner. Do you want to know who the winner is?
Oh, yes.
So which one did you think was going to be the winner?
So I like number 1 and 4.
Okay, you think 1, Jamie. George, you thought 3. I thought it was going to be 1 or 4, but actually it's number 4.
Oh, the tulips.
Yeah, the tulips.
Yes.
I think because it's such a lovely technique what you've shown
Very
us
pretty,
there.
isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a really pretty card, yes. Oh, thank you very much.
Maybe you'll win demo of the day.
Oh, probably not. I'm very low on stars.
I would have hoped. No, demo of the day. It's only you.
Yeah, but I won't get a star for demo of the day.
No, that's true. Well, I think, didn't Leanne put a load of stars up just generally?
Oh, no, they've been took away.
They've been taken off.
They've been took away.
Yeah.
Debbie Robinson took them all away.
Oh, really? Ooh.
Yeah, so I wouldn't put stars on if I've not earned them.
No.
But there's some really good things to choose this week. I think Debbie might be in with a chance of getting another star. Michelle as well. Yeah. So I don't think mine's going to top that this week.
Well,
so
who knows?
Unless you just love me enough to give me a bonus star this week, that would be very nice. Thank you. You know, I unashamedly will beg for one.
Well, what we will do for stars here, we're all desperate for stars. You've got Play Your Crafts Right later on, so you might win on that one because that's quite a cool. I'm not Play Your Crafts Right, Craft Along.
Oh, Craft Along. Yes.
That cool sort of 3D one. So who knows?
Who knows? Who knows?
So well done.
But if not, we're on par, Becky. We've got a star each, so we're all good.
Excellent.
We've got a star on the board. I'm happy with that.
As long as I've got one.
Yes, that's what I said. Yeah, I got one.
Exactly.
And I won last year with Craig, so, you know.
All right, don't rub it in. I don't know. So we've got some other deals available for you. Excuse me. So we have our die cutting tool. This is our your sort of roller and your mat. You've also got some extra sort of roller replacers on there. You've got some tape pens. You've got not tape pens, low-tack tape. You've also got some pokey tools on there as well. Price for this is £10.37 or $16.77. Platinum price is £8.30 or $13.42. The next item we've got for you is our double-sided adhesive sheets. You've got 18 sheets in total. 30% saving on this one. This is £11.98, $19.98, £9.58 platinum price or $15.98. Then we've got some fantastic tricoloured markers. We've got a selection of 12 pens here. This is £29.87 or $44.85. Do remember with all of these, if you use the code CTV Secret 10, you will also get your 10% off as well. So definitely worth popping in there. Your next item are some luxury card packs. So these are 3 packs. You've got ice blue, green and red. So these are the kind of almost like a pearlescent kind of cardstock underneath, and you've got that encapsulated glitter as well on there. £19.50, $31.50. And then finally we've got the Ultimate Pro, and this is a box board and tape pen collection. This is 20% saving, £39.99 or $69.95. I haven't got one of these yet. I need one of these. Absolutely, because it's quite difficult to make a box without something like that. I need one of those. So I do need to go and do a little bit of shopping a little bit later on in the break. So do make sure to use your CTV Secret 10 code throughout the day, and it's valid along till midnight tonight. It is not available on the website. It's not a code that you'll see available on the website. You wouldn't have had an email about it. It is just something we're telling you today if you're watching. Now, make sure you've got your friends watching. Let them know that you're going to be able to get a 10% discount if you buy anything today if you use that code. Now later on today we have got a fantastic craft along. We've got this really beautiful kind of 3D card that Debbie's going to be making, which folds completely flat. It's really very, very, very pretty. And we're going to give you the little recipe of all the things that you need so you can get your pack together ready to craft along with us a little bit later. That is stunning, Debbie.
I love it. It's something I haven't seen before, and it's super easy to do. So that's why I thought we'd do a bit of paper piece here. And we're also going to be doing a little shaker card there, showing you how to do a more flexible shaker card for a card like this, because acetate is quite a rigid substance. We're going to be using a little cello bag on that.
Oh,
yes,
that's interesting.
But we still get that shaker element then as well.
Oh, I like that idea. I'd like to fill that cello bag with sweets.
Yeah, no, it's got sequins in it.
Oh,
no sweets.
No. Maybe love hearts.
Oh, that would be
quite
nice. Yeah, it'd be lovely.
Yeah.
Yes.
You've got somebody joining us for the craft along, haven't we?
Oh, we have.
Yeah.
Gareth is joining us, which is amazing. We can't wait, Gareth, for you to join us because we can put a name to a face then. So I'm very excited. I don't think we've had a male crafter craft along with us before. So I think that's really exciting as well. So
looking forward to that.
Watch out our Scotty Hottie, eh?
Maybe there'll be a show that's Where's Gareth, you know, in the future. No, rather than Where's Craig. Yeah, we might be doing that. Yeah,
absolutely.
So we'll show you what you need so you can get your pack together of all the things you'll need here. So you need your creator card dies, your fancy florals with pretty petals, Say It With Flowers 12 by 12 paper pad, and the A4 bumper linen card pack, Bloom with Grace stamp set, a quick dry ink pad in jet black. You will also need as your additional elements your foam pads, your tape pens, some red liner tape, 3mm and 6mm. This is all the ideal things that you would need. Your tacky glue, your Gemini, of course, a large guillotine and your rocker blocks. You will also need some multi-purpose card. Is that just A4 size cardstock you need for that? Yeah. Your heat-resistant acetate, sequined pack, we're using coral blush, gems, scissors, craft knife, cutting mat, pokey tool, and a cellar bag to fill with sweets. No, not sweets, sequins. I'm really looking forward to seeing what you're going to know how to make this.
Yeah,
I love a craft along.
Yeah, me too. It's one of my favourite things to do. I think it's always good when we can go right from the beginning. And remember, we do it in real time. So we give you a chance to catch up. We give you a chance to ask questions. If you need me to go back on anything, we will absolutely do that as well. And even if it means that we don't get to embellish it at the end, the main thing about the craft along is you get to learn how to make a new project. And you will get to learn how to make this by the end, even if you're not doing the paper piecing or anything else. So so join me back at 2 o'clock to make that amazing project. I love this as well, Becky, because you've got those insides, you can literally put your verses in there, you can write what you want, your nice sentiments in there. It's just a nice, fun card to make, and great for Mother's Day as well, I was thinking.
It almost looks a little bit like a lantern.
Yes,
you could put some little lights in there,
little lights. Yes, I like that idea.
Nice.
Yes.
Brilliant, I'm really looking forward to that. So do join us a little bit later on. So 2 o'clock we're going to be doing the craft along. So get your bits and pieces together. Remember, if you've got any questions for us, do message in. Have a nice lunchtime. I'm going to go and have a little sandwich and some cheese, as I do in the afternoon. But we'll see you back at 2 o'clock for the craft along.